Good afternoon, everyone. So we are going ahead with the next session. The next session is candid conversations with Dr. Prabha Yadav and Dr. Ravin Thatte. So when we were thinking about having this sort of a session, we were a bit skeptical because something like this has never been done before, and we were a bit. I am still a bit anxious as to how it is going to go. But yes. We decided that our choice for guests would definitely be Dr. Ravin Thatte and Dr. Prabha Yadav Madam, because they not only have an interesting and inspiring resume, because that many of the plastic surgeons do have, but they have been an inspiration to many generations of plastic surgeons. Both of them have been an inspiration. So we thought that let's have a chat with them, and informal type of chat, and try to learn some things apart from plastic surgery. So before I get more and more anxious, let's chat. I welcome Dr. Ravin Thatte sir and Prabha Yadav madam. Kindly please join me on the dais. So as I said, it is going to be a formal, informal type of a chat. I'll begin with you, madam. First question, you have been a towering personality in the field of microsurgery. Many of your students have excelled in microsurgery. They are themselves teachers of microsurgery. For some average microsurgeons like myself, or people who don't do that well in microsurgery, who have probably more failures than successes, what would you suggest, what would you give advice to them, those who want to be good microsurgeons? Or in simple terms, what makes a good microsurgeon?
I think gentle handling, patience. I think everybody gets carried away with speed in surgery. Okay, he does it very fast. He is so good surgeon. So I have to tell everybody that speed is not everything in surgery. You don't repeat the steps. You handle the tissues delicately. And micro is not difficult. It is matter of practice. Have some patience, do the practice. Don't treat your patients as guinea pigs. Do lab practice so you learn proper techniques. And gentle with the tissues, that will serve. Previously it was said that you should not drink, you should not have coffee, you should not use heavy instruments. I think that time it was made because it was beginning. So it was, everybody thought it is very difficult. So many people did not even try to go that side. So, but now I think the things have changed. Even we do our own osteotomies, we use the vibratory instruments. Doesn't change anything. It is your mental status, be at peace. Don't be upset with anything. Even if it takes time, ultimately the result matters. So time is not the criteria to just take. If somebody will take 10 minutes, somebody will take same thing for half an hour. So time is not the criteria. Be patient, learn proper techniques and do it. It will give good results.
Absolutely, ma'am. So no need to be disheartened for the average microsurgeons. Sir, I think what I am going to ask you is probably the question of everybody around here. You are 84 years of old, 84 years of age. You still travel by Shivneri. You attend conferences. You attend all the sessions. You are attentive. You are interactive. You ask those pinpointed questions which probably most of us in the audience don't think about. You still write a lot. You still, I don't know, it is an unending thing. So I think what keeps you going, and what is the secret of your enthusiasm at this age of your life?
You know, I don't think I want to take credit for it. I'm just a biological product with high energy. And I've modulated myself over a period of time. You know, Socrates is supposed to have said sometimes that it is easy to be old if you are not over smart. Because most people will accept old people if they are not over smart. So I am accepted. Thanks to the vision of earlier presidents, etc., conferences are free. And it so happens that many of these conferences are being organized by some of my students or their friends. So transport is free. Had it not been for my wife today, I would have come by Shivneri. I would have got down at railway station and come here. Since we are in Pune and we are so near Baramati, there was a poet here called Moropant. He said that Kelyane Deshatana Sabhet Sanchara, wisdom increases, I think, or cleverness increases. So that is one aspect. And I think the results for me at least are to see. For example, in the last conference in Indore, I again saw Dr. Tandale's work. आज मला डॉक्टर मुळे भेटले. I personally think that science is science, pure, that I have done between the 1980s and 1995, when I wrote more papers in the British Journal than the Britishers did. But that was pure science. Since then, I have come to realize that there is such a thing as people's science. That was the idea behind most of the innovations that I did at Sion Hospital. So when तांदळे जेव्हा निरनिळ्या गावात जातो, किंवा आता डॉक्टर मुळे मला भेटले, ते एकाच ठिकाणी जातात पण निरनिळ्या ठिकाणी जातात. I think this is something that will happen in several large cities, and this also requires to be reported. The other passion has been that I personally feel that though I am very fluent in English, I have the gift of the word, as you might say. That also is a part of my biological product. Our science requires to be transferred to the people. आणि तुम्ही काय वाटेल ते म्हणा. The principle that आपल्याला एखादी गोष्ट मातृभाषेतनं चांगली समजते is not something that can ever be taken away. Of course, there is now a percentage of families where in India they speak with each other in English. I am excluding those. But I think the situation is not going to change in the hinterland. And with this new government and the examinations being taken in local languages मधलं आपल्या विज्ञानाचं प्रसार अतिशय महत्त्वाचा आहे. आणि त्या दृष्टीनं प्रयत्न करून मी ते मराठी पुस्तक लिहिलं. त्यामुळे मी 7-8 जिल्ह्यात गेलो. आज तिथे उल्लेख झाला. विनय सावजी मला कधीच भेटले नसते if I had not traveled. Because he has got the kind of treasure of diabetic feet that very few people in the world have got. And I don't care how he arranges his material, I am going to publish it in my blog. So my view is selfish. My view is that if I go around, my energy levels remain nice. When I interact with people, ती ज्ञानेश्वरीमध्ये उभी आहे कोशकिड्याची. तो कोशकिडा स्वतःच्या घराभोवती स्वतःभोवती घर बांधतोय. तो इतकं चांगलं बांधतो की he cannot come out and he dies. So, that is something that I have modified my life with. की जेवढे लोक भेटतील तेवढं बरं. आणि आणखीन वन मोर थिंग, प्रत्येक गोष्टीमध्ये प्रत्येक माणसामध्ये काहीतरी चांगलं असतं. प्रत्येक पानामध्ये आणि फुलामध्ये काही ना काहीतरी औषध असतं. कुठल्याही अक्षरानं मंत्र सुरू करता येतो. परंतु योजक तत्र दुर्लभा, विच आय कुड नेवर डू माय सेल्फ. पण हे जे सगळे योजक आहेत, आजचा योजक परागणी तू आहेस, या योजकांना मदत करणं आणि तिथनं जेवढं मला मिळवता येईल तेवढं मिळवणं ते माझं कर्तव्य समजतो. दॅट इज हाऊ आय लुक ॲट लाईफ. देर इज नथिंग स्पेशल. अँड एज आय सेड, आय एम जस्ट अ बायोलॉजिकल प्रॉडक्ट विथ अ लॉट ऑफ एनर्जी. दॅट्स ऑल.
आय थिंक दॅट इज युअर ह्युमिलिटी. आय थिंक मोस्ट ऑफ अस सकाळी उठल्यानंतर आज जेवायला कुठली भाजी केली हे विचारतो, किंवा आज संध्याकाळी कुठली वेब सिरीज बघायची हे ठरवतो. पण आय थिंक इट इज डेफिनेटली डिफरंट. I wish everybody of us would have that proactiveness, that zeal. Coming to the next question, ma'am, you have worked in different scenarios. You have worked in a government institute, you have worked in Tata, then now you are currently working in corporate sector, and you, I believe, have spent a pretty much amount of time at all these places. So what would you advise to the younger generation who are trying to make up their mind or are divided between their opinions and decisions? What would you suggest them?
Divided about what?
About whether to go into corporate or whether to go into teaching or pure academics. It's not like everybody has got all the options open, but just in case.
There is an attitude. If you're an academic person, I think not that in private people don't do academics so much, but maximum learning, studying, research work happens in teaching institutes. So I had asked my few of the students that what is their aptitude, they want to go to private or they would like to stay in an academic. Some of them say I'm an academic person. So those people will do very, very good wherever they go, but they will excel in an academic institute where a lot of work is there. And in academic institutes, you can impart your knowledge, you can teach students so much, which doesn't happen in corporate hospitals. Corporate hospitals, it's a different world altogether. You can't, you can teach, but somewhere you require an experience, somewhere you require a little experience, that doesn't happen so much. Teaching happens. But if you are an academic person, you are not worried about, you are financially sound, you are not worried about the person will stick in an academic institute. But there are certain times, there are certain constraints that you want to earn a little more. They will go in private. We used to say in Tata that if I do so much work what I am doing here, if I go out, I'll earn so much. But when you go out, you don't get so much work. That people don't realize.
Absolutely.
Okay? Outside, you struggle to get work. Like in Tata, work is so much that even if you don't want to do it, compulsion that you have to do it. So they need to choose what they want to do.
What
and
about
then stick accordingly.
Yeah. What about you, ma'am? Which time frame did you enjoy the most? Whether at JJ, Tata, or in the corporate sector, you have people. You have worked in all phases over here.
I enjoyed my alma mater, JJ Hospital also, but government has a lot of constraints. I mean, you may have less OT theatres, you may not get equipments in time when you want it, and lot of issues are there. But in that also, sisters, always, everybody tries to help you, and that constraint, I would do whatever I could do, beg, borrow, steal, give some thoda sa ki I'll manage your emergencies, you do give us theatre and all that. But after and there, patients will be managed by my residents only because ICU will be managed by somebody you don't know. So the patient will be shifted in front of nursing station so that somebody is there to see the patient. While going to Tata, it's totally a different world. The work ethos is totally different. Everybody is there to work. And that was like going to an heaven because any long case will be induced at around 3 o'clock also. It's not like after 12:30, no major case. Post-operatively patient will be managed in ICU. You don't have to worry. Next day, if it's all right, will be shifted. And amount of work is so much, you can teach so much to people. I mean, initially people used to think that pre-flaps are very difficult. Pre-flaps are not difficult. It's just a thought block. It is easy. If I can do it, so can you do it. And I believe that my students should be better than me. Then I have achieved something. So that can happen in an academic institute. In private, I really miss students where I can teach. But nowadays, now I'm getting some fellowships and I catch hold of somebody and then I teach. That's the difference. And they can join wherever they want to join. They have to decide. In government, such limitation is there. In private, that struggle is there before you establish yourself. So they need to take a call, or they can work for a few years in government institute, get enough experience, because government you can get so much work to do.
Right, ma'am.
Get that experience and then go in.
So in one word, madam's favorite place is Tata, if I'm not wrong.
I'm enjoying the present place also. But only
Madam is being diplomatic, but yes, I think we can all get the gist of what she's trying to say.
People had told me you are stupid. You are joining Tata at that stage, people start leaving Tata. But I don't regret my decision.
Sir, coming to you, you are a teacher, you are a philosopher, you have been a researcher, you still are a researcher, you are a plastic surgeon, you have been an environmentalist. So, which of these roles do you enjoy most? Which is closest to your heart?
Difficult question.
Yeah.
Generally speaking, I enjoy life. And I have apportioned time I'm not one of those person who starts his day at 7 o'clock and ends at 8. All my life, I've never worked for more than 3 hours a day to earn my living. As a matter of fact, when I was an honorary plastic surgeon at Sion Hospital, I used to operate for my tummy only on Fridays and only 4 cases. And there has never been an occasion when I have not been home for lunch by 1:30. 99.9% I always take an afternoon nap. And I always see that I do something more than my plastic surgery. So it's a division, I like everything. For example, when that famous environmental battle next to my house, where the formidable foe called Hinduja came to my house, and now I can say it, I was offered enormous amounts of money and a 25-bedded plastic surgery unit in Hinduja Hospital. But I think my upbringing was such, my mentality was such, and my loyalty to my neighborhood was such, and people were thought that I was a fool. But that struggle lasted me for 30 years, 30, out of which almost every day I used to give 1.5 to 2 hours to that job. I went to municipality, I went to government, I went here, there. But that idea was fixed in my head. At that time I was in Sion Hospital and people used to listen to my stories and all kinds of things happened. At a particular turn in my life, such tragedy struck me that I was wondering what the hell was happening to me, because on one side, I was being recognized all over England, this, that and the other, and this terrible tragedy that occurred in my house. So I am a very utilitarian man. Therefore, I didn't seek to read Jnaneshwari or Gita to search for God. I am very utilitarian. याच्यातनं मला काय समाधान मिळेल, याच्यात काही उपाय सांगितला आहे का, याच्यातनं मला काय मिळेल. So that reading of Tattvajnan, which not many people do, I had the time because I was already home at 1:30 for lunch. My wife is not here, but she's allowed me to say this. My wife says that I am the poorest plastic surgeon in India. Of course, most wives say things about their husbands which are not true. Probably this is not true. But she always wondered that एवढे plastic surgeons busy आहेत, तुला कसा एवढा वेळ मिळतो? The reason is very simple. My requirements, mental, not physical, are limited, and therefore I had already kept time for other things in life. So it's a question of distribution of time, I guess.
Yeah. Right, sir. Ma'am, yesterday we had a session on burnout. We missed you in that session. In our own study which we conducted in the department, we have realized that microsurgery is a specialty wherein there is a significant amount of burnout, and even the global literature says so. So have you encountered anything like this? Have you passed through this phase of burnout during your career? And if not, how would you suggest we should address burnout? Because it is now proven that burnout is a known entity and microsurgeons do tend to have it more than other people. How can we address or rather prevent this?
It's a passion that I like to do that sort of work. And I like to develop a team. You try to do everything solo, you're bound to burn out yourself. Develop a good team which understands you, you understand. You have a good team, I don't think both the members will burn out anything. So you need to develop a team, whether you go in or solo, wherever you go. The team member may not be an MCH only. It can be anybody who works with you, who understands you. So your burnout, your stress is less. If you want to do everything, I'll harvest, I'll close, I'll do anastomosis, that also I'll close, I'll monitor everything, you will burn out. I mean, I know people that do one flap, आठवड्यातला एक free flap झाला, बस झाला, आता no more free flaps. You just can't do that. But that's a liking, that's a thing. And you develop a team, I don't think anybody will burn out.
This is for Mangesh, I believe. Very true. Sir, whenever I had the opportunity to interact you over the past couple of years, I've always realized that are actively pursuing some project, either it is some book or you are thinking of some topic for short notes in plastic surgery. You are thinking of a couple of days back you were thinking about Mangesh working at the periphery. So, what are the current projects in the pipeline? We think that you probably have a never-ending to-do list. Ekanantar ek. What are the current projects?
Burnouts and याचा संबंध आहे. You know, I am never going to get burnout. I will get burnout when I go at Shivaji Park crematorium. त्याच्या आधी बर्नआउट शक्य नाही, बिकॉज तो माझा स्वभाव नाही. आणि मला काही भयंकर प्लास्टिक सर्जरीवर असं काय भयंकर प्रेम आहे वगैरे काही असं काही पॅशन नाही. मी जसं दिवसातनं 2-3 तासापेक्षा 4 तासापेक्षा जास्त काम करत नाही, त्याचप्रमाणे सायन हॉस्पिटलमध्ये जे लोक इथे बसलेत त्यांना माहिती आहे मी 1-1.5 तासाच्या वरती ऑपरेशन करू शकत नाही. I mean, there was a time when even dressings to the cleft lip were applied by the senior most consultants. तसं माझ्या बाबतीत कधीच नव्हतं. मला क्लेफ्ट लिप एकदा आल्यानंतर मी अर्धा क्लेफ्ट लिप करून आय यूज टू लीव इट टू द असिस्टंट्स. Because by 11:30 in the morning, because I get up at 4:30 in the morning, my day is over for professional work. About the projects, आता 2-3 projects माझ्या मनामध्ये आहेत. एक project flop आहे. तो flop कसा झाला तुम्हाला सांगतो. I had an idea that I should make a washing machine for rural areas. So I got that aquarium pump, I got a bucket, I got a box for soap, and I would put my clothes there and start the pump, and you know, I used to put it at night. In the morning when I take a shower, they were ready to be rinsed off. So the machine मस्त तयार झालं. आमच्याकडे जी बाई स्वयंपाकाला येते, the one who comes for cooking, I thought that I am going to give her a gift. So मी तिला म्हटलं, राजेश्री हे बघ मी मशीन तयार केले, तुला वापरायचं काय? She looked at that machine like that and she said, सर आमच्या घरी वॉशिंग मशीन आहे. माझा टोटल फ्लॉप झाला. Even then I have not lost hope, because I am going to get a patent, and maybe in a small village near Sangamrer it will be used. It is in cold storage. For the next 2 years, मी परवाच आशाला आणि बायकोला म्हटलं आता मी तुला कटकट करणार नाही, कारण मला 2 वर्षाचे प्रोजेक्ट्स आता तयार आहेत. मी 2 वर्ष जगेन की नाही माहिती नाही. त्याच्यातलं एक प्रोजेक्ट आहे शुश्रुत. मला आत्ताच उदयनी 2-3 शुश्रुताची पुस्तकं दिली. त्या शुश्रूषाबद्दल कोणीतरी बोललं इथे. फार गमतीदार गोष्टी बाहेर येत आहेत. एक तर धन्वंतरी नावाचा एक देव होता, गॉड, आणि त्याच्या inspired by him there was such a fellow called Devadaso, but because he was inspired by Dhanvantari, he was called Devadaso Dhanvantari. त्याच्याकडे 6 स्टुडंट्स होते. त्याच्यामधला जो सगळ्यात द बेटर स्टुडंट वॉज बिकॉज ही लिसन टू देवदासो अँड ही लिसन टू हिम वेल, अँड दॅट इज वाय ही वॉज कॉल्ड सुश्रुत. आत्तापर्यंतची आपली आयडिया होती की सुश्रुत म्हणजे वेल नोन, तसं नाही आहे. देयर इज अनदर लिटल ट्विस्ट टू द टेल. आफ्टर सुश्रुत हॅड डन ह्यूज अमाउंट्स ऑफ oral transmission, there was a chap called Nagarjuna. This Nagarjuna name is quite common. This Nagarjuna has now redacted the text that Sushruta has made. So I have come so far. There are some very interesting episodes. I am not going to leave that book. You are not going to get it for the next 2-3 months. I know you spend money for it. There is this, it's a humorous thing, how to give lithotomy, how to project the anal part towards the sun. आपल्याला लक्षात येत नाही त्यावेळेस दिवे नव्हते, आणि रात्रीचे जे दिवे होते ते वर नॉट इनफ, सो इट हॅड टू बी सनलाइट. So sunlight will fall on the perineum, and the right-handed surgeon would sit on the right side in the lithotomy position. He talks about median raphe, and that says that the right-sided person should preferably open the urethra on the other side. After the urethra is opened, you put an instrument, then the position is changed, and then 4 people are employed to press on the bladder so that the stone comes in the prosthetic urethra, आणि मग ते इन्स्ट्रुमेंट घालायचं आणि मग स्टोन काढायचं. आता this is 600 years BC. So therefore, I am enjoying. And the other thing is, Medha Bhave is in the hall, I think. Medha Bhave's grandfather has written a very interesting book, maybe more than 50 years ago. किती years झाले Medha? 50. He has analyzed the Gita and said the Gita had 3 authors. So we have a group of 25 people to whom this book will be presented, and I will be making an analysis. And every verse in the Gita will be analyzed to find out what her grandfather was saying. And we are also got a project where everybody who is from Maharashtra knows about Jnaneshwar. He wrote 9,000 verses on 700 of the Gita. And there is the theory that though he was commenting on the Gita, he is far more extensive and is given more than one philosophical system in addition to the Upanishadic system. And he is also the first person in the history of the country to narrate the substance of the Gita in an Indian language. We always have Dhaneshwar and Vari and Alandi, but you have to imagine the loftiness of the individual. याचं कारण ज्ञानेश्वर गेल्यानंतर 200 वर्षानं 200 नाही 200-250 वर्षानं one person translated the Greek New Testament into English, and it was considered a blasphemy, and he was sentenced to death. Then somebody said, no, spare him. So he was kept in a house in some garden.
Sir, we are running short of time. If you could.
And he was killed. He was killed by subterfuge. So therefore, we are trying to get into these 3 projects. Sorry.
Yes, sir.
Sorry.
Sir, our main intention is to know about you. So we'll about you. So please restrict the answers to you. We will discuss more about Dhanvantari and Jnaneshwari at the time of dinner, because I have a lot of questions with me and I want to stick to the time, sir. Please. Ma'am, coming to you again. We have seen that many microsurgeons, many reconstructive surgeons shift to cosmetic surgery in due time, maybe 5-10 years of practice. You are still going strong as a microsurgeon. So what motivates you to still again continue microsurgery at this, the passion?
The passion, I'm not burnt out yet. And my inspiration is sitting there. He's
Absolutely,
my big support.
Absolutely. A big hand for him. And we have all been seeing him.
He's my big support. I mean, I do have my failures. I do have cried, have I lost few years. But to come out of it, I think he was the person behind it. Could again make me do it. Otherwise, I'll feel that it's not my cup of tea. I think I should retire now like that. But that inspiration is there. And to see the patients that they can speak again, they can chew, walk again, you don't have an amputation, they walk, they come and say thank you for their life. I think that's very fulfilling than just, I'm not a cosmetic surgery person. I think their job is more stressful than a reconstructive surgeon because it's a demand and supply. In reconstructive surgery, it is very gratifying to see something function and relatively aesthetics you give back to the patient, which otherwise becomes a social recruit. I think that's a big, energy booster for me. See that. That's why I keep.
I was discussing about what questions or what interactions should I do with you, and one of your students who's here, I won't name him, he just poked me and said, you should ask madam when is she going to retire.
Well, every day I'd say, enough. काय झालं की आता बस झालं तर सोडून देऊया. But then again, one fine day, sir called me for something we were talking. Sir asked me, what is your age? I said, I'm 69. So I said, why, sir? नाही असंच विचारलं. म्हटलं, sir, how old are you? He said, I'm 82. म्हटलं, my God. काय झालं? म्हटलं, बापरे, अजून इतके वर्ष काम करायचं. You keep on working. He said, see, Prabha, you have to keep on doing something. Otherwise, how will you pass your time? So now I'm working, not like in Tata, when we started working in Tata. Of course, in Tata also there is now the department has grown so much. But here also the work is not so much like Tata, but gradually the work is increasing. So you have enough work, not like you are killing yourself, but it keeps on going.
Sir, you have been in the field of plastic surgery for longer than all of us who are here. You have seen the ups and downs in the fraternity. How do you think is the future of plastic surgery?
फार उत्तम आहे. I look forward to this specialty growing. It's a beautiful specialty. It is not like another specialty. Plastic surgery is a passion. It's full of creativity. आत्ताच प्रभाचा विषय निघाला. It was a pleasure to see Prabha grow. I don't know किती वर्ष झाली, 20-30 वर्ष झाली असतील. ती मला एकदा क्लेफ्ट पॅलेटला मदत करायला आली होती. She had come to help. Then she got selected and I saw her growth. दूसरं, from the time that I used to attend conferences and even for a regional conference like this, look at the quality of presentations. I mean, yesterday's videos were world-class videos. I'm a great optimist and I got great faith in the younger generation. किती सुंदर presentations करतात. About creativity, मला एक भीती अशी आहे की technology is taking away the creativity. आता परत माझं थोडं उत्तर लांब होत आहे.
हो सर.
1970 to
कर्टेल
1990
करा सर, थोडंसं कर्टेल करा. ऍक्च्युली सर म्हणूनच मला इथे बसवलंय.
आय नो दॅट. हे पण मला चालतं.
हो
म्हणजे ज्युनियर लोकांनी मला थपडा मारलेले चालतात.
सर म्हणूनच आधी नमस्कार करून बसलोय. म्हणूनच आधी नमस्कार करून बसलो.
मला युनिट मधले लोक म्हणतात हे काय तुमचं, हे काय बरोबर नाही सर. एनी केस 70 ते 90 was the creative part of plastic surgery. Now is the technological part. I wonder how our creativity is going to be harnessed by technology. तो एक फार महत्त्वाचा माझ्याकडे मुद्दा आहे. ते कसं होईल मला माहिती नाही, पण that doesn't mean that I should berate people who are using technology and these methods of presentation. मी आज विनीताला म्हटलं तू एवढं सुंदर प्रेझेंटेशन करतेच कसं? Did you take some course? But that is not the thing. Young people are now very adept at accepting and getting used to the technology. Oh, I've got fantastic आहे. भारतामधलं आणि म्हणून म्हटलं ना, ज्या देशामध्ये सुश्रुत झाला त्या देशामधल्या प्लास्टिक सर्जरीचं भवितव्य मला वाटतं उत्तम आहे. उत्तम आहे.
Madam is being happy there because sir called her young.
She is young.
She is, absolutely. Ma'am, now you have done thousands of labs, hundreds of articles, books chapters, orations. You have n number of students who are doing exceptionally well, who love and respect you. What is more on the wish list that is yet to be done?
खरं सांगायचं तर nothing much, except I had wanted to play with my grandchildren, which I am still waiting. And I had a desire to share the dais with sir, which you have already fulfilled.
Oh, thank you.
Nothing. I just want to teach my students, that's all.
That's so nice. Sir, you have had a very long and fruitful career again. At the cost of being repetitive, I am saying the same things again and again. But I am sure there must have been ups and downs in your career as well. Any regrets? Any regrets about the things you did? Any regrets about the things you didn't do? And if you had to go back in time, would you change anything?
Zero. I have no regrets. मला रिग्रेट ही भावनाच नाही. माझ्या वैयक्तिक आयुष्यामध्ये भयानक गोष्टी घडल्या, त्यावेळेला तत्वज्ञान उपयोगी पडलं. परंतु आय हॅव टू गिव यू अ ट्विस्ट ऑफ सेंटेन्स. Instead of saying कि माला दुख होता है, I am feeling sad, all that you have to say is, what is happening to me is called sadness. You see the difference between the two. You have to take yourself out and look at yourself and say that, for example, a person can only suffer from 3 emotions. If he gets what he wants, he is happy. If he doesn't get what he wants, he's sorry, sad. And if somebody else gets what he wants, is jealousy, hatred, anger, krodh. Another thing that I want to tell you, that the word rag in Sanskrit means prem. मला याचा राग आला. फॉर एक्झाम्पल मला जर निखिलचा राग आला कारण त्यांनी मला थांबवलं ते खोटं आहे.
सर मग परत थांबवतो.
So therefore I will complete this. The word is krodh. Krodh is anger. And the subsets of dissatisfaction are many in our lives. So I think one has to analyze every day. की आज मला आनंद कधी, आनंद नाही, मला मी खुश कधी झालो, मी नाखुश कधी झालो, आणि मला दुसऱ्याकडे बघून वाईट कधी वाटलं. त्या तिन्ही गोष्टी जर तुम्ही संध्याकाळी बसून, those of you take a small drink, I think the stimulation will be nice. You will be able to think better. Not two, only one. Always one. So I think प्रत्येक माणसाने स्वतःचं ॲनालिसिस करावं. अँड द ओल्डर यू गेट, युअर ॲनालिसिस बिकम स्लाइटली बेटर. की 25 years ago also I had similar evening and I have come out of it. So now today's evening will go, tomorrow's evening will come. So therefore I think no regrets.
Nice. Ma'am, you have been an inspiration to many plastic surgeons. Who inspires you? In the plastic surgery fraternity? There, yeah. He says her students inspire her.
I mean, they are doing so much work. I get inspiration from them. And I feel very happy they are doing so many things which I am not doing. So that's very inspiring.
Yeah. I think that is the greatest joy a teacher can have when the student excels. Sir, this is something I always wanted to ask you, but I was a bit skeptical always. So you even make boring topics like karma seem interesting, at least part of them. Not everything is interesting on karma. You are a fantastic orator. I think you have that capacity to keep the attention of the audience with you. So is it something genetical, or you have developed it, or something madam cooks at home? Any
Keep madam out of this. Again, this is a rapid fire questions are difficult. Immanuel Kant's एक वाक्य आहे की लोकांनी तुमच्याशी, how should people behave with you, or how should you behave with them? The first question is, you should behave with others like you wish the others behaved with you. हे वाक्य वाचल्यानंतर माझ्या मनात जे अनेक विचार आले की मी ज्या माणसाशी बोलतोय त्याच्या माणसाच्या मनामध्ये काय चाललंय. आय विल गिव्ह यू अ स्मॉल एक्झाम्पल. आय हॅव गॉट दिस लिटल गार्डन ऑन द फुटपाथ विच आय वॉटर अँड टेंड इन द मॉर्निंग बिटवीन 6 o'clock and 6:30. असा एक माणूस दररोज जात होता. एक दिवस शेवटी तो थांबला. बिकॉज ऑब्व्हियसली आय वॉज नॉट अ माळी. आय वॉज वेअरिंग जीन्स. माझे जरा बऱ्यापैकी बूट होते. तर ही न्यू दॅट हा काहीतरी, हा माळू नाही, हा म्युन्सिपाल्टीचा माणूस नाही आहे. माझ्याकडे बघितलं, म्हणाल तुम्ही काय करता, म्हटले असं करतो तसं करतो. मग 5 मिनिटं थांबला आणि म्हणाला, तुमच्या टी शर्टवर एक डाग आहे हो. तिच्या आईला, मी 5.5 फूट 8 इंचाचा माणूस आहे, अर्धा तास तो माझं काम बघतोय. द ओनली थिंग ही सॉ वॉज द लिटल स्टेन ऑन माय टी शर्ट. असं करू नये माणसाचं. प्रत्येक माणसामधले चांगले गुण बघावेत. प्रत्येक माणसाचं मन ओळखावं. दुसऱ्या माणसाचं मन जर तुम्ही ओळखलत, मी असं म्हणू नये, पण माझे जे विद्यार्थी नाही आहेत आणि जे अनेक गावांमध्ये आहेत, ते माझे त्यांच्या बॉसेसपेक्षा माझ्याशी जास्त मैत्रीपूर्णपणे वागतात. त्याचं कारण मी त्यांची परिस्थिती समजू शकतो. आणि मी ज्या प्रकाशन व्यवस्थेकडनं माझं पहिलं पुस्तक केलं, त्यांचं एम्ब्लेमच मुळी असं आहे, सर्वामुखी मंगल बोलवावे. टीका, टीका इज अ व्हेरी एनर्जायझिंग थिंग. तोंड सुख इज अ वर्ड इन मराठी. वेन यू क्रिटिसाइज विथ युअर तोंड यू गेट सुख, बट ॲक्च्युअली इट इज गॉट अ व्हेरी निगेटिव्ह इम्पॅक्ट. हे तुम्हाला लक्षात येत नाही. आणि सो देअरफॉर माणसामध्ये जे चांगलं आहे ते बघावं आणि ते त्याला सांगावं आणि तो आपला मित्र झाला की तो मित्र होऊनच तुम्हाला विचारेल की मी काय करू, त्यावेळेला त्याला तू काय करावं हे सांगावंस. त्या दृष्टीनं आता ही शेजारी माझ्या बसली म्हणून नव्हे, आणि सुभाष असं जोडपं ज्यावेळेला मी बघतो त्यावेळेला मला त्या जोडप्याकडनं खूप शिकता येतं. ही जर भावना तुमच्यामध्ये असेल, अर्ली टू बेड, अर्ली टू राईज, वर्क ॲज मच ॲज यू कॅन अँड डोंट क्रिटिसाइज. ॲडव्हर्टाईज ते आता काढून टाकलं मी, कारण ते आपोआपच होत आहे, त्याला मी काय करणार. यु नो, आय हॅव ट्रॅव्हल्ड फ्रॉम मीपणा टू आपणपणा. मीपणा टू आपणपणा इज अ इव्होल्युशनरी प्रोसेस. आणि ती जेवढी लवकर, आणि काही काही लोकांना उपजत असते ना ती. जे लोक हाय एनर्जी, इगोइस्टिक, अचिव्हमेंट ओरिएंटेड, डायनॅमिक असतात, त्या लोकांना आपणपणा और वी ही भावना कमी असते. सो दॅट रिअलायझेशन वन मस्ट हॅव अँड ट्राय अँड इनकल्केट इट.
Right, sir. Madam, you were the head of the department at Tata for a pretty long time, and it is a big department. Whatever interactions I have had with your students, everybody says that you never used to scold anyone. So, I mean, how could you run this department? Every morning I go to the department, not a day passes without having the need to crack the whip. So, how could you manage? Give us some tips about managing this department so smoothly.
I'm lucky to have all good students. Okay, one. And anytime I get upset or little angry with somebody, I like to keep quiet. I count 10. Because what I'll say at that time, I'll regret after some time. Ki, why did I fire? If I wanted to tell somebody something, fire, I'll call him aside and fire, not in front of 10 people or the sisters or the patients. I mean, that much you need to, because the other people will not listen to them. And everybody has got their own respect. So you have to, whatever small, job is there, you have to respect that person. Like I tell for tissues also, I said even small things require respect. So if the tissue handling also, you respect that fat, you don't crush it and hold it. Like that, somehow I could never fire anybody. Whether that changes anything in that person, I don't know. But my day gets ruined. So I don't like to fire any time. But I think people understand that. Once in an office, that clerk said something to me. So I know you have to go back to the same desk. So I just walked out. And after some time, somebody known to me went there. So that other person said, she was very upset. She just left. I said, you must have done something. So she was very angry. So she just left. But anger is temporary madness. I think that everybody should avoid.
Yeah.
And because once you say something, you say that I have forgotten it. But similar incidents happens against you. Always recollect everything. It is just dormant somewhere. You never really forget everything. So better not to get into that. That's what I feel. Right. So like doing a dressing also, I always tell my residents, see that everything is there on the trolley now. And then wear gloves. Otherwise you wear gloves, this is not there, the sister will go for 5 minutes, she'll come back, then she'll take, and then you start boiling. I'm doing dressing, I'm spending, instead of 5 minutes, I'm spending half an hour. So have some patience and then do the things. And control your anger.
Right. Initially you said you were lucky to have good students.
Yes.
Who's your favorite one?
All are my favorite.
That's being diplomatic. That's being diplomatic.
But they are all good. How can I say? How can you say की तुझ्या मुलांमध्ये तुला सगळ्यात जास्त कोण आवडतं? You can't. No. You can't differentiate. You can't.
Okay, I think madam is being diplomatic.
No.
But yes, we'll accept that answer. Sir, coming back to you again, this is a philosophical question and this answer is going to be long. There are times when we have consecutive failures in personal life as well as in professional life. Labs fail, grafts get infected, promotions don't happen at the times when they are supposed to happen. All of us go through this. How do you deal with difficult times?
हिला विचारलेल्या प्रश्नाचं थोडं मला उत्तर देऊ दे. आमच्या दोघांमध्ये एक साम्य आहे. एकच साम्य, अर्थात मी मुलगा आहे, ती मुलगी आहे, ती ऑल इंडिया फारच मोठी मुलगी झाली आहे आता. आय थिंक इन बोथ आवर केसेस our students came to us when we were learning on the job. तिने टाटामध्ये जेव्हा पहिल्यांदा सुरुवात केली तेव्हा तिने जेव्हा पहिल्या फ्लॅग्स केल्या तेव्हाची स्थिती आणि माझी जेव्हा मी सायन हॉस्पिटलमध्ये टीचर झालो त्यावेळच्या स्थितीमध्ये फारसा फरक नव्हता. आणि आमच्याकडे एक बऱ्यापैकी इन्थुझियास्टिक हुशार मुलं येत होती. सो इन अ वे तिच्या बाबतीत थोडं कमी असेल, माझ्या बाबतीत आय वॉज लर्निंग विथ माय स्टुडंट्स. And this is a very honest appraisal of mine. So the question of berating them didn't arise at all. दुसरं, ज्या काळात मी मेडिकल कॉलेजमध्ये आलो त्या काळामध्ये ज्या तऱ्हेच्या आणि ज्या प्रतीची लेवलची मुलं मेडिकल कॉलेजमध्ये येत होती, दे वेअर दी सेकंड ऑर द थर्ड कॅटेगरी. ए ग्रुप, इंजिनिअरिंग वगैरे, दॅट वॉज सपोज टू बी. तसं माझ्या वेळेला नव्हतं. आमच्याकडे जी मुलं आली ती खूप हुशार मुलं होती. So that was one part, so we were learning together. I think coping with failures, I have divided my failures into two parts, professional and the sadness that affected my वैयक्तिक or personal life. एक तर मी खूप चिवट आहे. So professional life मध्ये I don't think I was very lucky. The success that I got was disproportionate to what I did. But when it comes to personal life, I think it helped me a great deal because I read philosophy, I read Jnaneshwari. I could dissect what is going on. The study of emotions are even more important. The quarrel between buddhi and bhavana, intelligence and emotions, all that input came from my philosophical studies. And I think I was very lucky that I was at a point in time when I realized that something had to be done, I turned to philosophy. So therefore, life became far more enjoyable. And to the question of, तुला कुठला विद्यार्थी आवडतो किंवा विद्यार्थिनी,
त्यासाठी नाही सर.
नाही, पण माझ्यासाठी मला तो घ्यायचा आहे. तो माझ्यासाठी घ्यायचा आहे. माझ्यासाठी अशासाठी घ्यायचा आहे कारण प्रत्येक विद्यार्थी निराळा असतो. टेक्निकल बाबतीत मी म्हणत नाही. काही लोकांमध्ये बोलायची खूण, म्हणजे ॲव्हरेज सर्जन तर सगळेच असतात. आणि माझं असंही दुसरं म्हणणं आहे की एक्सेप्ट 1%, ऑल ऑफ अस आर ॲव्हरेज सर्जन्स. इट्स ओनली अ क्वेश्चन ऑफ प्रॅक्टिस. देर आर सम पीपल हू आर बॉर्न सर्जन्स. फॉर एक्झाम्पल माय बॉस, अबाउट whom I will speak, even if the bell is ringing. Dr. Dias, my chief, was perhaps one of the finest pairs of hands that I have ever seen in my life. But there is a little verse in the Jnaneshwari which I will relate, and probably we are coming to an end. Kasa asawa mansani, how should it be? Like a lamp within a pot. Nobody knows when it was burning and when it was lost. तशा प्रकारचे माझे टीचर होते. अतिशय उत्तम सर्जन, खूप बोलायला चांगले, never got angry. He always knew that people have faults and so on and so forth. तो प्रश्न तुझ्या छापील याच्यामध्ये होता मेंटॉर म्हणून. ते माझे मेंटॉर होते. त्यांच्या इतकं मी काय ऑपरेशन करू शकत नाही, परंतु त्यांनी मी ज्या वेळेला व्हॅगॅबॉन्ड होतो त्यावेळेला त्यांनी मला सभ्य करण्याचा प्रयत्न केला. मी झालो नाही, ॲज यू कॅन सी फ्रॉम माय आन्सर्स. बट एव्हरीबडी, यू नो, गरज असली ना की कोणीतरी गुरु भेटतो असं जे म्हणतात तसं माझं आयुष्य झालं. आणि मी त्यांच्याबद्दल लोकसत्तेमध्ये आर्टिकल लिहिलं. देयर इज दिस लिटल सिमिली इन ज्ञानेश्वरी वेअर अ टॉर्टॉइज फीड्स इट्स ऑफस्प्रिंग. इट्स नॉट अ मॅमल. आय डोंट थिंक इट्स अ मॅमल. इट फीड्स इट्स ऑफस्प्रिंग विथ इट्स आईज. डोळ्यांच्या भावनांमधनं सुद्धा ही आता जसं म्हणाली की आय जस्ट लेफ्ट, आय केप्ट क्वायट, आय क्लोज माय आईज, तसं त्यांनी डोळ्यातनं मलाच नव्हे बट माझ्यामुळे इतरांना शिकवलं असं मला वाटतं.
I think we have some more time before the next session begins. Our guests are yet to come, and so I'll use my discretionary powers of being the scientific chair and take one more question. So this is a question which is same for both of you. One take-home message for all of us, ma'am, today on this occasion.
Do whatever you do sincerely and to the best of your knowledge. I mean, for patients also. Do whatever is required. Do go all the way to do it. But don't do something because you just want to do it. And that's your conscience. What suits your conscience, do it. What doesn't suit your conscience, don't do it, because you are answerable to yourself at the end.
Sir, take-home message.
माझ्याकडे पूर्वी बरेच लोक यायचे की मला प्लास्टिक सर्जरी मिळते सर, पण मला वाटतं युरॉलॉजीमध्ये भरपूर स्कोप आहे, मला वाटतं मी युरॉलॉजी घेईन. म्हटलं स्कोप म्हणजे काय? स्कोप म्हणजे नुसताच. सो त्या काळात 30-35 वर्षापूर्वी एस्थेटिक सर्जरी नव्हती एवढी ना, कारण त्यावेळेला नुसतं स्किन ग्राफ्ट वगैरे होते. मी त्याला म्हटलं की तुला जे आवडतं ते करायचंय का ज्याच्यामधनं तुला पैसे मिळणार आहेत ते करायचंय? तो मला म्हणाला की मला दोन्ही गोष्टीकडे बघायला पाहिजे. म्हटलं पण देन यू विल नेव्हर बी एबल टू कम टू आय कॅन मेक अ डिसिजन फॉर यू. जे आवडतं ते करावं आणि ते निगुतीने करावं. लाईक ती म्हणाली की करायचं आहे ते नीट करा. आणि मग अगेन आय कम टू द ज्ञानेश्वरी. ह्युमन लाईफ इज द सिंगल फ्लटर, द फ्लटरिंग विंग्स ऑफ अ फ्लाय as compared to eons of time gone by, and the wing flutters 300 times a second or a minute or an hour. तो जे कणभर आयुष्य आहे त्याच्यात सुखदुःख येणारच आहेत, तर निदान तुम्हाला काय वाटतं ते तरी करा. म्हणजे तो आनंद then can never be taken away from you. Because your external environment is changing all the time. It's like a chessboard. A pawn in the 4th position on the first move has a certain power. On the 31st move, the same pawn in the same spot, its power reduced or increased. So तू कर्माबद्दल तू माझ्याशी मगाशी म्हणालास तसं, कर्म ही गोष्ट भयंकर डायनॅमिक आहे. ती तुमच्या एकट्यावर अवलंबून नाही आहे, ती 1000 गोष्टींवर अवलंबून आहे. पण तुमच्या एकट्यावर काय अवलंबून आहे की तुम्हाला जे मनापासून वाटतं, ज्याच्यावर प्रेम वाटतं ते करावं. त्यामुळे मग एक्सटर्नल एन्व्हायरमेंट जरी बदलली तरी काही फारसा फरक पडत नाही.
I think we are all lucky in that matter. We all love to be plastic surgeons. We all love plastic surgery, and we also earn because of plastic surgery. So I think that is what.
And don't compare yourself with anybody.
Correct.
Yeah.
Comparison terrible.
Ours is the best specialty. I think we have time for one more question because the people of the next session have not yet come. So this is again question to both of you. You have been, sir, especially to you, you have been contributing to plastic surgery literature since decades. You wrote more in British Journal than the Britishers themselves. And you wrote at that point of time when there were no emails, you used to send them by post. At this point of time, we have all the softwares, all the apps at our fingertips. Yet the newer generation is not writing as much as we should have, considering the magnitude of work we do. How do we address this issue?
याच्यामध्ये 2 गोष्टी याचा मी विचार केलाय. त्या काळामध्ये इंडिया वॉज अ फॅन्सी. देर इज सच अ थिंग एज फॅन्सी. You know, like you have a token Negro in a white population to say that you are liberal. तिथनं काहीतरी आलं तर एक्झॉटिक आहे म्हणून ते पब्लिश होत असे. आत्ता तशी परिस्थिती उरलेली नाही. मला जो अनुभव दिसतोय तो असा, इफ अ गुड पेपर गोज फ्रॉम इंग्लंड देर इज अ टेंडन्सी टू फाइंड फॉल्ट विथ इट. तसं पूर्वी नव्हतं. यु नो व्हॉट वॉज, अरे यु नो ही इज सिटिंग दॅट टेरिबल हॉस्पिटल अँड इज स्टील पब्लिशिंग. I also feel that in our journals, if a reviewer is to be appointed, he should not be anonymous. He should not be anonymous. If I don't like, राजेंद्र समोर बसलाय, त्यांनी नाशिकला एक केस केली आणि त्यांनी ती IJPSला पाठवली आणि मी रिव्ह्यूअर म्हणून बसून जर ती डिस्कार्ड करणार असलो तर मी समोर यायला पाहिजे की मी का डिस्कार्ड करतोय. आपण डेमोक्रेसी अँड ट्रान्सपरन्सी बद्दल बोलतो, पण IJPS मध्ये ट्रान्सपरन्सी का नाही? असायला हवी. दुसरं, पब्लिकेशनच्या बाबतीमध्ये some discarded paper should be published as ideas unsubstantiated by statistics. स्टॅटिस्टिक्स हा भयानक प्रकार आहे आणि मला वाटतं स्टँडर्ड प्लास्टिक सर्जरी प्रोसिजर्सना इट इज नॉट ॲप्लिकेबल. इट्स ऑल राईट. 100 लॅटिसिमस डॉर्सा फ्लॅप केल्या आणि त्याच्यामध्ये काही ठिकाणी 2 व्हेन्स होत्या आणि 1 नव्हती आणि मी व्हेन ग्राफ्ट केला आणि इतके मेले आणि हे नाही आहे. लॅटिसिमस डॉर्सा फ्लॅप ही महत्त्वाची आहे. पण समजा आता परत राजेंद्रचं उदाहरण घेतो, तो नाशिकमध्ये काम करतोय, असे आणखीन अनेक आहेत तिथे. त्याच्या कामाची किंमत IJPSनी तो नाशिकमध्ये काम करतोय म्हणून केली पाहिजे. आता अर्थात नाशिक खूप सुधारलंय, आता संगमनेरला जावं लागेल. सो फ्रॉम दॅट पॉइंट ऑफ व्ह्यू म्हणून मी जेव्हा एखाद्या कामाचं मूल्यमापन व्हॅल्युएशन करतो तेव्हा ते कुठे करतोय, कसं करतोय, काय परिस्थितीत करतोय, किती नवीन आहे, किती प्रामाणिकपणे करतोय, याला जे महत्त्व आहे. आणि तुला आता माहितीच आहे की हल्ली $25,000 देऊन पेपर छापता येतो असं ऐकतो. खरं आहे ना? देर आर सम जर्नल्स हू आर पब्लिशिंग पेपर्स. देर इज सच अ थिंग ना. सो वेर इज द क्वेश्चन ऑफ क्वालिटी नाउ?
Sir, being associate editor of IJPS, I don't actually agree to all that what
I know. Transparency and open forum.
No, there is transparency, but I think that is a topic for discussion tonight over a glass of beer.
Yeah, that's okay. Today again beer?
Today we'll have vodka. Ma'am, your thoughts about how do we increase the scientific content from India in the plastic surgery practice?
I think there is lot of work. I think one of my students had said that why we should go abroad to see how they work up the case. How much efforts are there behind working up. And for clinical things, they should come to India to see the clinical work. We do a lot of work, but we lack in documentation more. I mean, documentation, the paper बनवायला बसलं की then अरे हा फोटो नाही आहे, तो फोटो नाही आहे, this missed out, that missed out. I mean, somewhere that discipline has to come and more papers can come. But बरेचदा काय होतं की unit head, if he is more in publication, the students publish more. If he is not in publication, students don't realize the importance of publishing. Lot depends on your teachers and all that. And once you get the knack of publishing, then the person will publish more. Publishing is required because you are doing so much of work. When you do so much of work, you have certain different ideas, some different understanding of that particular subject, which can make things easier for the next generation. Like when I did my first fibula, I never knew how to do the osteotomy. None of the books used to tell us how to do. So we did it by ourselves. And next day I got a call from Narjendra, I'm doing one case, whether I should do iliac crest or should I do fibula. I said, do fibula. I have done today. I know what are the problems. So I'll send my assistant. So I sent Hari to his place. I said, what problems we encountered. So that if you publish, if you write, so the next person doesn't have to again reinvent the wheel. That's why you should publish.
That is our responsibility.
Responsibility. Otherwise the same thing like we tell patient ki, अरे तुला इथे plane मिळालंय ना, follow that plane. You don't have to keep on searching plane at different places and then don't join those 2 planes. You have got the plane, so follow that plane. Thus you have developed something. It's not something path breaking or something, but you have simplified it. So that also should be told. So how you can simplify things, otherwise people will think it's like microsurgery was a big thing initially. Now a plastic surgeon cannot say he doesn't do microsurgery. I mean, he has to know that, because in every walk of life he will require that. For all patients he will require that microsurgery. So publication to help others.
Absolutely. Uncle, do we have time for one question? Is ready? Yes, so I think...
Nikhil, last word about you.
Oh, sir, please.
I sent a mail to him. I've sent a mail to him when I received the questions. And I genuinely felt so. जो मनुष्य स्वतः यशस्वी आहे, सक्सेसफुल आहे, ज्याचं नाव आहे, जो तरुण आहे, त्यांनी अशा तऱ्हेचा कार्यक्रम परागच्या मदतीनं करावा, याच्यामध्ये क्रेडिट आमचं दोघांचं नाही आहे, ते निखिलचं आणि परागचं आहे, हे लक्षात घ्यायला पाहिजे.
सर माझी बायको असायला हवी होती, पण रेकॉर्डिंग दाखवीन तिला.
But I always say you are a very lateral thinker.
थँक्यू मॅम, थँक्यू.
आणि अशा प्रकारचे कार्यक्रम आपल्या निदान महाराष्ट्राचे असोसिएशन भरपूर सायन्स वाचा, पण आपल्या मनामध्ये जे आहे ते एकमेकांना जर सांगायचं असेल तर हे कार्यक्रम फार महत्त्वाचे आहेत. आणि म्हणून जे पेरिफेरीमध्ये लोक काम करतायत त्यांच्या अडचणीचा एखादा कार्यक्रम पुढच्या मॅप्सिकॉनमध्ये जिथे नाही ना पुढचा प्रेसिडेंट, जरा लक्षात ठेवा आणि अशा प्रकारचा कार्यक्रम जरूर करा. आणि मी बोलणार नाही आहे, मी असं म्हणत नाही आहे दारू तर प्याच, परंतु दारूबरोबर थोडंसं तत्त्वज्ञान ऐकण्याची आपल्याला सगळ्यांना गरज आहे, हे लक्षात ठेवा. तत्त्वज्ञान आणि शहाणपण याच्यामध्ये थोडं डिफरन्स आहे. पण जर तुम्हाला तत्त्वज्ञान कळलं तर शहाणपणात येणं सोपं होतं. ही गोष्ट वेस्टर्न फिलॉसॉफर्सना कळलेली नाही. फिलॉसॉफीचा अर्थ लाइकिंग फॉर विजडम असा आहे. भारतीय तत्त्वज्ञानात तसं नाही आहे. पहिल्यांदा यू हॅव टू अंडरस्टँड द तत्व अँड शहाणपणा इज अ इव्होल्युशनरी प्रोसेस. या दोन्ही गोष्टींचं ज्या वेळेला पुढच्या वेळेला दारूचा कार्यक्रम होईल, लोकांना चढायच्या आधी अर्धा पाऊण तास अशा तऱ्हेनं बसवा, येते म्हणजे त्या निमित्तानं लोक जमावतील. थँक्यू व्हेरी मच.
आजच आहे सर संध्याकाळी प्रोग्राम. थँक्यू सो मच सर. थँक्यू सो मच मॅडम. थँक्यू ऑल.